Hi, welcome to Good Readers Review. I am Anya and this is my review of The Bandit Queens by Parini Shroff. If you already read this book, write down your honest review in the comments section below. Before reviewing the book, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Opinions expressed in this review are completely my own. So, let's get on to the book review so you can fill up your to-read list. This book is 352 pages in length and written in English. The book publication date was January 3, 2023. This book genres belongs to fiction, mystery, mystery thriller, contemporary, adult, thriller, adult fiction and literary fiction categories. The Bandit Queens by Parini Shroff is a thriller novel. This is a police procedural, with an introduction to Harriet Foster, a detective with Chicago police. The Bandit Queens is an engaging and fabulous debut. This insightful story focuses on the cultural aspects of Indian society, including domestic abuse, oppression, the caste system, and women in Indian culture while taking the reader on an at times adventurous ride full of dark humor. I really loved following the women in this story and their dynamic friendships. Shroff created a cast of complex and layered characters that you will find yourself truly invested in. They are all imperfect, impulsive, and brash, which makes them even more real, and I loved cheering for them as the story evolved to taking out their abusive husbands. Geeta lives a life of solitude since her husband, Ramesh, walked out on her 5 years ago, never to be seen again. She's okay with that, because he was an abusive drunk, but what she isn't okay with is the fact that her village have all turned on her, claiming she killed him. Now labeled a churel, she's become an outcast in the community. She is a member of a loan group in order to run her jewelry business, but the other women in the group mostly ignore her until one day when another member asks for her assistance. Assistance in killing her husband, that is. Because as the saying goes, if she's done it once she can do it again. It doesn't matter how many times she tries to convince them all that she didn't kill her husband, because it seems to fall on deaf ears. From here we follow the misadventures of Geeta and her fellow loan group members, and let me tell you, it's a rollicking good time. These ladies had me cracking up. Especially Geeta and her ex-best friend, now best friend again, Saloni. I loved the feminist message this book sent. I loved how it's all about women sticking together and working together to support and uplift one another. While this did have an abundance of humor, don't be fooled into thinking there aren't dark threads entwined in the narrative. Mostly of the abuse Indian women face at the hands of their husbands and men in general. Another theme was that of motherhood. Geeta is childless, and this is often looked down upon in society, but do children really make a woman a woman? I think not. Speaking of children, there are some cute ones in this book that really stole the scenes they were in. I also really enjoyed all things cultural that made this story not only engaging but very atmospheric. As I read, I found myself deeply immersed in the Indian setting and culture, and I loved how the tale of Phulan Devi was woven into the story as a cautionary tale and a heroine figure. Devi was known as the Bandit Queen after she left an abusive marriage to join a gang. She was a character the women in the story could look to for strength, since she too lived in the rural areas of India where patriarchy still ruled, the caste system is followed, and women are treated as property and easily disposed of. Even though there are some serious and dark subjects in this story, the author balances it with crazy antics, nutty banter, and humor that will have you laughing out loud. This is a phenomenal debut, to be sure. Amazing characters that came to life on the page, and ones that I won't soon forget, are what made this book such a rewarding experience. Bravo to you, Parini Shroff! 5 stars. And if you really want to read this book, you can take it from the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please feel free to give it a thumbs up or share it with any other fellow